Hello, my name is Mike Hestron and I'm the Riverside County District Attorney. Today I'd like to talk to you about the Force Investigation Detail of Riverside County. Assembly Bill 1506, which was approved by the Governor in September of 2020, changed the way local law enforcement agencies would be required to investigate the use of force. Agencies would no longer be responsible for doing their own investigations. The Riverside County Force Investigation Detail provides the ability to conduct an independent and transparent investigation into these critical incidents. The Force Investigations Detail currently handles all critical incidents within Riverside County.
The Riverside County Force Investigation Detail is a task force staffed by 4 investigators from the Riverside County Sheriff's Department and 4 senior investigators with the Riverside County District Attorney's Office Bureau of Investigation. This detail is responsible for the investigation of all incidents involving the use of deadly force by a law enforcement officer. This includes all officer-involved shootings, in-custody death investigations, and major use of force investigations that occur in Riverside County.
If a deputy or officer-involved shooting or other use of deadly force occurs within Riverside County, the Force Investigations Detail Sergeant is notified, who will then respond with an investigative team. If the use of force or shooting involved a Riverside County Sheriff's Department employee, the Force Investigations Detail Sergeant will assign an investigator from the District Attorney's Bureau of Investigation, and they will be the primary investigative agency into those cases. Otherwise, a Force Investigations Detail investigator from either the Riverside County Sheriff's Department or the District Attorney's Bureau of Investigation will be assigned as the primary and will lead all investigations of this kind.
A staffing is a formal presentation by the investigative team of all the facts and circumstances surrounding the investigation. This presentation will generally include the viewing of body-worn cameras, photos, documentation of statements, and all pertinent information regarding the evidence discovered during the course of the investigation. The district attorney or a designated representative is present along with district attorney administration. At the conclusion of the presentation, the investigative team is excused from the meeting, followed by further discussions by district attorney personnel. At the conclusion of the discussion, a decision on how to proceed is made. These decisions range from determining criminal culpability, no criminal culpability, or a determination that further investigation is needed.
A thorough and complete collection of the facts and evidence can take weeks or even months, and is extremely important prior to a criminal culpability staffing. A staffing includes a formal presentation by the Force Investigation Detail with the ultimate decision on criminal culpability made solely by the district attorney.
The facts of any case are crucial to determine whether the use of force was necessary or if criminal culpability is present regarding any involved law enforcement officers. It is the responsibility of the investigator assigned to the Force Investigations Detail to make sure all evidence is collected and documented, including but not limited to audio and video recordings, body-worn camera footage, surveillance footage, interviews of the parties involved and witnesses, the processing of the crime scene, and collection of evidence at the autopsy. They also submit any evidence to be processed for biological, trace, or firearms evidence. The Force Investigations Detail investigators do not make judgments on the case regarding any criminal culpability. The responsibilities of the Force Investigation Detail is to document the investigation and later present all of the facts supported by the evidence to our office.
A forensic pathologist with the Coroner's Bureau performs an autopsy on deceased individuals involved in all cases handled by the Force Investigations Detail that result in death. A toxicology report is also conducted by Biotox Laboratory and included in the coroner's protocol report. The results from these processes can take in excess of 6 weeks, but provide evidence that is necessary prior to the staffing. The job of the forensic pathologist is to determine the cause and manner of death based on the findings at the autopsy.
It is important to note that 3 different types of investigations happen simultaneously after an officer-involved shooting, in-custody death, or major use of force occurs. These are criminal culpability by law enforcement, criminal culpability of all other involved parties, and an investigation into any policy violations, which is handled by the Internal Affairs Department of the agency involved. Although happening simultaneously, they are completely separate There is no cross-reference from one case to the other. The determinations are also separate. An officer can be found to have violated policy, but not have criminal culpability regarding the use of force. The criminal investigation will always take precedence over the administrative investigation. The district attorney will only determine criminal culpability and will not have any input on the administrative investigation. The Force Investigation Division for Riverside County is a successful and necessary component of the greater criminal justice system. The standards created and implemented by the Riverside County Force Investigation Detail maintains integrity and neutrality when it comes to deadly uses of force. It relies solely on the evidence in each individual investigation.